So we're back over here by the wood lot, and I wanted to take a look again at our creek here that's flowing, because this puppy is flowing good. Check that out. Now this tree here is a really old apple tree, and it's one that unfortunately is probably going to end up coming down. I'm not sure yet, but I suspect that's what I'm going to end up doing. It's just a really big tree, it's a really old tree, and I do want to work on this creek here a little bit, but as you can see, it's extremely thick, so we're gonna have to figure something out. But that is for another day. Today we are going to finish, well, I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but right now we're going to start getting some of this firewood picked up, and we're going to go drop it off in our firewood shed. Okay, folks, so it is the next day. I didn't get a lot of filming done yesterday afternoon after my first load, but we got rid of all of this, which is great. We still have quite a bit, so we got all of this here we've got to get moved. However, you know, we are here in Maine. We are in mud season, and holy smokes. That's my trail over to my woodshed. It is not pretty, and it is muddy, but I think I have an idea. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to move these logs, and there's this one piece, this one strip of green here. I think I'm going to try to ride on top of that and around, and then over to the woodshed. We're going to give this a shot and see what happens. It's going to be like this it's going to be muddy like this for another week at least. But as long as we have this type of weather, this will dry up pretty quick. And then all I'll have to do is just come in here and grade this up a little bit. This, where all the water is over here, there's a pretty deep sinkhole there. Probably about a foot deep. So we'll bring some gravel in there, fill that up. So let's take a look before we get started on the wood. Over here at our creek, and boy, it is flowing good. Now remember, that is the apple tree I was talking about, and that puppy's gonna probably end up coming down. And so my thought is once I get this whole area cleaned up here, then build a bridge so we can walk over it. I wanted to put a culvert here, but I think it'd be easier just if we just build a bridge here so that we can walk to and from the border. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyways, let's go move some wood. So now that I've had an opportunity to drive through the not only firewood shed, but also by the woodlot, it just doesn't make sense to keep doing it now. It's too wet. I'm making too much of a mess, and it's too much wear and tear just to get the firewood over here when in about 2 or 3 weeks I won't have all this water, and then I'll be able to just get back and forth no problem. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stack this up, and then we're just going to put that project on hold right now. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I think I'm going to go ahead and unload this and try and figure out what the next project is. So, all right, let's get this unloaded. Well, sometimes you have a plan and that plan don't work. And in my case, it was trying to finish getting the firewood that we had already cut, and I wanted to get it stacked up. Well, unfortunately, mud season is way too muddy right now, so we are going to switch gears. One of the projects we have this summer is to add an addition on this side of our workshop. We already added one on the other side. This one is not going to be as big, but there is a lot of stuff that has to be moved, cut. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with the tree stumps, because I've got these 3 massive stumps here. I'm not sure what we're going to do with them. All right, so the first thing we got to do is get all of this stuff cleaned up. There are a few things left. These two fences, the fencing there, those are those are still frozen. Just got a couple of things up here, and then obviously the fence posts, but those will have to wait as well because those are frozen. Now I did get several pallets out of there, which is cool. Got some fencing, some more fencing, and more fencing, and then just stuff. Some shelves, dog cages, which actually came in handy for the piglets. When we got the piglets, we were able to transport them in the dog cage, so which worked out pretty well. We've got a few of them, so I suspect when we get our goats and other animals and stuff, we'll be able to use those, hopefully. But anyways, so the last thing I'm going to be doing today before I call it is I've got to remove this thing. Now that's an old rotten stump, and what I'm going to try to do is use the tractor over there and just bulldoze through this and see if I can't knock it over with the tractor. Now this stump and that stump over there, those are going to take a little bit more finesse, I think. Now it'd be really nice if I had a stump grinder, but I don't, so I'm going to have to do this by hand, and I really have no idea how I'm going to do it yet. I've thought about just kind of cutting it all the way down to the ground and then trying to burn it. I don't know. We're going to have to find out though. But that's a problem for tomorrow. Right now, we're going to try to knock this puppy out. Holy smokes, that was a heck of a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. That puppy just popped right out. Oh boy, it's not light though. Holy smokes. Yeah, it came right out, no problems. Awesome. Just awesome. So it's about, it's about 7 o'clock. And if you ever wonder what we do, well, this is about it. We come outside when we can. There's birds chirping. Jen's out here taking pictures of the sunset. Mr. Tasunka. Yep, this is it. This is what we do. Wow. Look at that. Hey, hon.
Pretty, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous. I love our sunsets. What do you think, Whitco? What do you think?
I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.